Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Friends, welcome very back to my YouTube channel. Today friends, in this video we are going to discuss that what are the top most four skills to become the excellent recruiter. Whether it is a IT recruiter or a non-IT recruiter, but these four top skills are very basic and very important to become the excellent recruiter. Friends, you know very well like in the schooling we cannot directly we cannot directly pass the 12th class or 11th class until unless we cross the basic of the 10th or 9th class. Similarly, in every field, if we want to become the experting, so our base should be very much clear. So similarly, in this video, we are going to discuss that what are the top four basic skills to become the excellent recruiter. Without delaying anymore, let's move further, friend. Before that, if you have not subscribed my AR Tech channel, which is related to the recruitment only, so please friends, please subscribe on my channel, or if you are also new one, then also press on the subscribe button, click on the bell icon as well. Okay friends, let's move further without delaying anymore. So first topmost skill is the understand the job description properly. Yes friends, this is a very first priority top skill, that is the understand the job description properly. Whatever the JD is given by our client, we should be able to understand it properly. We should have the analytic skill to understand the job requirement. What exactly is the JD? So friends, JD is nothing but exactly it is a narrative. So here also it is mentioned job description summarizes the essential responsibilities, activities, qualification and skills for a role. Means whatever the particular role the client is asking for. So in the job description, client mention that what are the responsibility activities are required for this particular job. So it is a narrative in which the roles and responsibility qualifications are mentioned properly. So we should have the analytic skill. We should use our analytic skill to understand the job requirement properly, and we do not have to spend much time on this. We should very much be curative about the time persistency. So friends, you know that in the job description we get the, if I talk about the architect level kind of profile, so client send us a JD which requires a 10 pages, 10 number of pages are there. So it is somewhere it is very hard to understand the 10 pages. So well, it is not a big deal, as you will gain the experience in the recruitment. So you will come to know that how we use the trick to understand the JD. Let me show you the example. So this is a JD given by our client. Here it is mentioned the mandatory skill set, that is a Snowflake and PySpark. But if I open the JD, so look at the bottom side. In the role, it is mentioned the role is data engineer and the required technical skill, that is the Snowflake and PySpark. And if I go through this must-have portion, so in this must-have portion, lot of mandatory details are mentioned there. Apache, Spark, PySpark, these are the ETL tool, and database is the Snowflake. So friends, if we make a search by putting all the keyword in the Naukri portal search, we will not find a relevant profile. So we have to use our analytic skill, that what are the keyword are mandatory. Then you know that it's all about the matter of making the search in the Naukri portal. So we have to pick the mandatory keyword, and according to that keyword, if we make a search, then we get a relevant profile. So friend, only while making the search we can put this Snowflake. Snowflake is a database and PySpark is a ETL tool. And the role would be the data engineer. So we can inform to the candidate that the role is data engineer, the mandatory skill set we are looking this one. And during the call you can also ask about this SQL, Shell, AWS platform if they have a knowledge that is added as a advantage. So friends, I hope first skill is very clear to understand the JD properly. Now let's move to the second skill set, and that is searching the candidate. Friends, we need to search the candidate. This is the second skill which is very crucial for the recruitment, in the recruitment process. So how we search the candidate? By making the relevant search and by applying the relevant keyword. So friends, as I told that it's all about matter of making the search. So our search, whatever search we make in the Naukri portal, that search should be simple. It should not be very much complicated. If you put all the keywords, then the Naukri portal will get confused that what exactly is the mandatory skill set you are going to look. So that is why our search should be, whether you are using the simple search or the boolean search, doesn't matter, but it should be simple or should be like, relevant search as well. That's why, like, if you have some doubt that how to make a relevant search so that we can find the CV easily, so you can go through. I will send you the link in at the bottom of this video. Then you can click on that link. You will come to know that how we can search the exact profile by making the relevant search. So the second skill is the searching the candidate by making the relevant search by applying the relevant keyword. Whatever the words are mandatory, just pick those words and make a search. And once we search the candidate, we find the relevant resume. It should be any, like, in the any quantity of number, whether it would be 500, 1000, 1500, it could be any the number, but it should be the relevant search. Okay, friend? So I hope this skill is also clear. Now if I talk about the third skill, so that is screening the profile. So first skill was understand the JD, second was searching the candidate, and once we search the candidate, now we have to screen the profile. How we will screen the profile of candidate? Let me tell you one by one process. First is scan the keyword. How we will scan the keyword means whatever the word mandatory word are given in the job description. According to that, we have to pick up any one. We have to open the resume and we have to check that whether the mandatory words are given in mentioned in the resume or not. If the relevant words are mentioned in the resume and matching as per our job description, so it means the resume is okay, good to go. So we have to scan the keyword, mandatory keyword, whatever is mentioned in the resume. So we have to scan parallelly according to the JD and according to the resume. And second point is how we can screen that focus on the project. Friend, you might have seen that once you open the resume, a lot of things lot of things a candidate mentioned in the resume. So we do not know whether they are mentioning the correct thing or not, because mostly people do copy and paste in the resume. So we have to focus on the project. If you will look at the summary now, so many people like mention a lot of things in the summary. We have done this, we have done that. But if so, our main motto is to focus on the project. In the project, generally in the project, candidate mention their recent mention the exact keyword, exact technology used in this project. So we do not have to waste our too much time in reading the resume from top to bottom. So directly we have to attack on the project side, that what project candidate has gone through and what are the technology he has used in this particular project. Next is the track and improve the resume screening timing. Friend, in the recruitment, we have to very much, we have to very much take care of the timing. So, while screening the candidate, searching the candidate, or either understanding the JD, there should be a particular time for each skills, for each step. So, similarly, in screening the profile, we should first track our screening time. Like in screening first resume, how much time I require. Suppose that you are taking the 2 minute or 3 minute to screen the profile of candidate, to screen only one resume. If you are taking 3 to 4 minutes, okay, but generally we should take the 1 minute to screen the profile of one resume. So in this way, first we should track that how much time we are taking, how much time we are consuming to screen the one resume, and according to that we should try to reduce the timing. At least we should take the 60 second, 1 minute to screen the one resume. So friend, say as I told that how we can reduce the screening timing. So whatever whatever the project they have mentioned, we should attack on that. If you complete, if you have screened the project, if you have a time, then you just go through the summary part. Okay, but first go through the project and what are the key skills are mandatory, that is matching. If according to our job description, then it is good to go. Otherwise, don't waste your time. Let's jump to the next resume. Next is a be consistent with your screening. Suppose that you have spent your 1 minute or maximum 1 minute 30 seconds to screen the one resume. Then you should be consistent with your screening timing. It means it should not be like that. One time you are just consuming the 1 minute 30 seconds for one resume. If I talk about the second resume, you are taking the 5 minute. So it should not be like that. We should be consistent with our screening timing, whether we are giving our 1 minute or 1 minute 30 seconds. But try to reduce the timing. First, track your screening timing, and according to that, reduce the screening timing. I hope, friend, this also clear that how to screen the profile properly. Now let's this is the fourth skill, that is the expert calling. This is also very mandatory. If I go through the if I go through that three skills, then last skill is mandatory, that is remaining the expert calling. Friends, people do the calling, but in the recruitment we should focus on the expert calling. You know that in the expert calling, this only recruiter is responsible to process the profile of candidate. Once we mark the candidate good to go, then the resume goes for the further screening, further interview process, and all the things. So we are the very important person to screen the profile of the candidate, to process the profile of candidate at the initial stage. So that is why, friend, our calling should be very expert. Why? Because you know that by expert calling, we can judge that the genuineness of the candidate. Means whatever they have mentioned in their resume, whether it is correct or not. How we will come to know? By calling. By calling, we can check that whatever they have mentioned, if they are able to tell the thing properly, then yes, the person is genuine. So friends, I have many years of experience in the recruitment, and according and as per that experience, I have a script, expert calling script to judge the genuineness of the candidate. So let me show you the script. So this is our script. So friends, generally we should give the 5 minute or 10 minute while talking to the candidate. And we should focus on the listening skill. Our listening skill should be very strong. We should speak less and focus on the listening more. We should give time to the candidate to speak more, so that we can understand that whether the person is suitable for our given job requirement or not. So by these questions, we can enhance our calling timing. So like if the candidate is saying that yes, I am interested for this opportunity, then we can start by asking the question in this way. Not the answer should not be yes, no, nothing like that. If the candidate is saying yes, no, and you are not giving time to the candidate for speaking, then how will you judge the communication of the candidate? So the if the according to the requirement, if our requirement is like that, candidate should be expertise in the communication. Then how we will judge it? If we give the time candidate for the speaking purpose. So friends, we can ask some questions like what is your total experience, relevant experience, skill set, what are the skills or type of experience you have in the particular skill, what is your primary secondary skill, what is your current CTC, fixed part, variable part. Friend, you know very well this is a pandemic situation going on, so some people are, due to this pandemic, and in this digital world, what is happening that people are attending the online interview. So we might have faced this issue. We get the fake candidate, means the interviewer generally face this issue of the fakeness of candidate. How? Because whosoever is attending the interview, we don't know that whether the person is correct or not, right? So generally it happens that the person who is giving the interview, that person is different, but the person after joining who is working, that person is someone different. So this is the issue we are facing in the pandemic situation. So that's why like our calling should be expert so that we can know that whether the person is genuine or not. So if the person is genuine, so the genuine person only know that what is your current CTC and fixed part how much it is, variable part how much is it, or what is your primary skill, how much you would like to rate yourself in the particular skill. So by asking these kind of questions, somewhere we can judge. I'm not saying that 100% we can judge, nothing like that, but yes, up to at least up to 80% we can judge the candidate genuineness. Or we can also ask further question like, do you have any team management experience, or are you willingness to work in the individual capacity? That is called the individual contributor role. What is your notice period? What is the reason of change? What are the comments related to education gap or experience gap? So friends, these are the questions we can cross question we can do with the candidate. So I hope friend this skill is also clear that how to do the expert calling while talking to the candidate. I hope friend you like this video, and if you have any kind of doubt, please mention in the comment box. I will clear that doubt. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel so it motivates me somewhere. So thank you so much friend for watching this video.